My name is Dr. Trudy Ufundu, and today it's another wonderful opportunity to welcome our members to our community of very loving women and men. Every Sunday about this time, we normally host a clinic. Our clinic on Sundays are actually meant for women who are gearing up to become mothers. So the name of our clinic today is Maternal and Child Health Clinic. Now today we are going to go into the details of the PPP method of achieving pregnancy. So please, when you come in, confirm you can see me, confirm you can hear me clearly, and as soon as possible, I will start taking care of your questions. So please, when you come in, announce your location, confirm you can hear me clearly, confirm you can see me clearly. And the topic for today is achieving pregnancy with PPP method. If you take a close look at me, you can see I'm fully dressed in my regalia. We are the love-making group. If you call me Dr. Triple P, you won't be wrong. I believe so much in the power of prayers. I believe so much in the power of lovemaking. And I also believe so much in the power of practicing everything we do in the group. So it's a big privilege to be in your midst this afternoon. And I'm actually trying a couple of new things. So please, when you come in, if you can hear me clearly, if you can see me clearly, please indicate. Just give me a thumbs up. I can see my amazing admin. I can see Kenneth currently in attendance. And I believe my moderators are also in attendance. And I believe Ebenezer is also going to be in attendance. Now, this broadcast is going to be on 3 different platforms. We are going to be live in YouTube. So if you're in YouTube, which I will encourage you to be in, we have so many helpful videos in YouTube. So if you're in YouTube, please feel free to interact. If you're in our group page in Facebook, Snowspirations group page, please also join us. If you're my friend in Facebook, you can also participate. So we have 3 different platforms for you to have an opportunity to participate in today's clinic. So if you come in and if you can see me clearly, if I'm audible enough, just give me a thumbs up. I'm going to count down. I love 50. 50 is my magic number. But because we have so many things to talk about, we might not really have that time to wait. So if you come in and you can see me clearly, give me a thumbs up. Tell us where you're located. Your location is very important. We are putting things in order for the month of July. July is going to be fast-paced. We mean business for July. All our members who have been waiting for God and who have the options of going for assisted reproductive technique. This July, starting from tomorrow, will give you an opportunity to attend an event which will give you the knowledge you need to take the bold steps you need to take. So if you have been told you will need IUI, if you have been told you will need IVF, if you have been given the option of donor X or donor sperm or surrogacy, I know it's a very complex process. Believe me, even as a doctor, there are so many things we learn every day. It's very complex. But for you to defeat infertility, you need knowledge. You need a change of attitude. Then you need a different perception and different practices. It's my belief and my prayer that by this time, by the special grace of God, who made it possible for us to see the dawn of today, that all women, all men in this group who wants to be parents will become. Go and mark my words. By the 4th of July, 2022, we are going to commission all mothers, all fathers in this group. We can no longer have all our women looking for baby. You will find, you will become, you will have your single baby, you will have your twins, you will have your triplets, you will have your quadruplets in this group. Today is 4th of July. From 4th of July to 4th of July 2022 is approximately 1 year. It takes an average of 9 months to conceive, carry your baby, and birth your baby. If you remove 9 months from today, by the special grace of God, you will be calm. This is my confession. I'm standing firm on it. So today is July 4th. So today is the Independence Day in America. And I want to use this opportunity to thank God for giving us the opportunity to be in the land of freedom, in the land of the brave. So it's a very good place to be. They've empowered a lot of people. They've given us a good platform to be the best. So let's take a moment and celebrate the Independence Day of America. I thank God for being in this place. I thank God for all the amazing things they've done for me and my family. And I thank God I have this opportunity to share my knowledge, to share my talent, and to help people. So thank you so much. So if you are ready, if you can see me clearly, just give me a thumbs up. Tell me, hey, Doc, it's clear now, because I'm actually trying a new device. So I want to make sure that everybody is ready. Okay, so are we good to go? Admin, give me a signal, then I will take off. Okay? So make sure when you're coming, you tell admin your location. If you need help, you follow admin. If you need to consult with me, very important. It's always good to consider your options at the beginning of the month. You have just one opportunity to become pregnant in the month of July. One. Once you miss it, you begin to go to August. Now, some women might have fewer eggs remaining. This might be the only time you might have an opportunity to become pregnant for some women. Some women might likely go into menopause by August. So you might have few remaining eggs, but we have a God that is able to multiply your eggs. Some people will have one fertilized egg and it will divide. Some will release the only 2 eggs remaining in their body and it will be fertilized. Some will release 3 different eggs and it will be fertilized. So there is no impossible in our group, but you must activate your faith. We do not have any provisions for complacency. We do not have any provisions for complaint. I want you to come as you are. So if you need help, you can get help. We can give you help. You can come in for 1 week. You can come in for 1 month. You can come in for 3 months. You can come in for 6 months. If you are already pregnant, please go to our ANC. If you are believing God to be a mother, please go to our Believing God for Babies forum in Telegram. We are all going to become mothers. We are all going to become fathers. Nothing can stop this promise. So let's start. So the first component of PPP is P for praying. Today is Sunday. I'm a Christian. Okay? So I'm just going to use that concept to open up about prayer. You see, for you to be a woman, there is somebody, a higher being, that made it possible for you to be a woman. God would have made you a man, but God gave you your womb. God gave you your breast. God gave you at least 400 eggs to use in becoming a mother. So the concept of prayer in becoming pregnant is recognizing the higher authority. It's recognizing that God is the person that set all these things up. It's recognizing the fact that God already made you a mother even before you were conceived. So we are a praying group. We do not joke with prayer. Every single day we have an opportunity. When we wake up in the morning, we say, God, I thank you. God, I give you all glory. God, I thank you that even in my storm in June, you saved me to still be alive in the land of the living. God, I know I've been suffering infertility, but God, guess what? You promised you're going to make me a mother of nations. God, so I'm recognizing, and God, I'm holding fast to your hand, and I'm not going to let go until you bless me. This is the type of prayer I want you to say today. So prayer works. Number 1 tool for achieving pregnancy in July is what? Praying. Effective, focused praying. Proactive prayer. Active follow-up prayer. When you have said your prayer, you have to believe that that thing you have already said has already happened. Unfortunately, we allow fear to steal our joy. But when you say a faithful prayer to the one knowing God that made it possible for you to be around today, even despite all your difficulties, you will become. So the most powerful tool to becoming a mother, a father, to succeeding in having a successful pregnancy is what? Prayer. We recognize God. Number one, it's possible you've done a lot of it today. You've gone to church, you've prayed, you fellowshiped, you gave your tithe, you helped a lot of people. That's called effective prayer. So number one tool in achieving pregnancy in our group is what? Prayer. If you haven't said your prayer, are you kidding me? Did you wake yourself up today? Do you know that someone took their last breath at this moment? So if you haven't said your prayer, please go down on your knees and forget whatever you didn't become in June, and forget whatever you didn't achieve yesterday, and you say, God, I yield to your authority. God, I'm not leaning on my own understanding. I'm leaning on your understanding. I know you're going to see me through. Say that simple prayer. Reclaim your position. Call forth your motherhood. Call forth your babies. Speak into existence all the babies that God has given you. Do not in the life of you believe that you're not going to become, because our mind is a terrible tool. So you speak positive and you call forth your babies. Remember, we only have one opportunity to become pregnant in the month of July. Once you miss that, you start all over again. So number one is what? Prayer. Number two, we play a lot. We are the love-making group. We make love every 48 hours. Come rain, come shine, come storm, come hurricane, come tsunami. We make love 48 hourly. It doesn't matter what's going on around you. We don't care. We make love. We are the love-making group. So long as it is comfortable, it is convenient between you and your partner, you can even extend your love-making to your bleeding days. If you guys both agree on it, there is absolutely nothing wrong in it. So long as both of you are hygienically and healthy, you can engage in your lovemaking any single day you want. But because of convenience, because of the purpose of making sure that we don't get derailed, when you are not bleeding, please be meticulous. Please be faithful in your lovemaking. Be intentional in your lovemaking. Even when you have had quarrels downstairs, when you come upstairs to your sanctuary, you have to let go of all the things that wanted to divide you. Then you focus on your lovemaking. Unfortunately, this is a component of our tool that so many people are not practicing. So many couples are not making love. And this is the deal. Before you know it, you begin to find reasons. You begin to justify. You begin to believe that God is going to do it, but you're not doing your own part. So lovemaking is a very critical part, especially if you have been believing God for a baby for a long time. The possibility that it's not ovulation lovemaking, it's not fertility lovemaking, it's not any particular timing, it's high. Matter of fact, from a recent study, we discovered that when you make love frequently, your whole body will conform. The body of a woman will conform to bring forth what you want. So waiting to make love during your ovulation, waiting to make love during your fertility window, which you are not even sure. The body of a woman can play tricks on her. Any slightest thing can deviate your cycle. You are angry, you didn't sleep properly, you're in a bad relationship, you're adding weight, you lost weight, you lost somebody, you've lost sleep. It can alter your cycle. So suddenly, instead of being 28 days, you can be 35, you can be 21, you can be 45. So what happens? If you are waiting to make love on a particular day based on what you think you have, so assuming that previously you're 28 days, and you're calling your partner, oh, honeycomb, it's 28 days, and it's day 14. But lo and behold, because of the changes in your body, you are no longer 28. You are now 35. So what's going to happen? When you limit your lovemaking to day 14, you will miss the mark. Why? Because your eggs would have been released much later. Unfortunately, the lifespan of the egg and the sperm are not the same. The sperm can stay up to 5 days in the body of a woman and still get you pregnant. But once the egg is released, it vanishes, it ends within 24 hours. So the thinking behind increase in lovemaking is to make sure that at any point in time, when you come to the vagina, you have fresh sperm, fresh quality sperm waiting to pounce. Because your eggs will be released like a thief in the night. It can be released by 12 a.m. So let's be, let's use some numbers. So imagine you're waiting for your ovulation, right? And your eggs got released by 12 a.m. and you were sleeping. Guess what? From 12 a.m. to 12 p.m., within that same 24 hours, you've lost 12 hours. So assuming you were sleeping, then you woke up by 12 p.m. You've already lost that window. Your partner might not be ready. But guess what? If you are making love every 48 hours, your partner would have deposited sperm in your vagina waiting so that anytime the egg is released, it will get fertilized. So if your partner makes love to you on Monday and goes back to his base, it's possible he can come back from America and he went back to America on Tuesday, but you guys made love on Monday. If you ovulate on Wednesday, you will get pregnant. All things being equal. So lovemaking, it's critical, especially if you are older. The reason why you need to engage more in lovemaking when you're older are actually from different perspectives. The possibility that your libido will be low when you are above 35, it's high. When you are younger, you have more user-friendly libido. Libido means interest in making love to your partner. But when infertility creeps in, infertility is going to take your joy away. Infertility is going to introduce anxiety. Infertility is going to introduce depression. Infertility is going to introduce quarrel. So you might not likely be in a better position to be making love every 48 hours. And on the other side, when you are older than 35, the level of your estrogen will be dropping and your FSH will be going up. And when this happens, it will also affect your physiological ability to make love. So by default, the older you are, the lesser you will love to make love. And if you have had a long-standing infertility, the possibility you will lose your intimacy is high. The possibility you have fewer eggs is high. The possibility you have fewer quality eggs is high. The possibility you have low sperm count is low. It's there. The possibility you have poor motility is there. The possibility you have poor morphology is there. So you have more challenges, both for the males and the females, when you are older or when you have had a long-standing infertility. So if you and your partner have been looking for a baby beyond 1 year, your relationship is being strained every single day. You might not even remember that lovemaking is part of your marriage. So it is important we make love. If you want to have a baby in 2022, if you are not practicing PPP, start today. So let me kind of give a summary. Number one, we pray a lot. We pray a lot, a lot. Any single second you say, God, I thank you. Now we make love a lot. Huge. We cannot escape this. Regardless of your age, regardless of the duration of your infertility, remember that infertility is described as the inability to have a baby after a period of regular unprotected sexual intercourse for 1 year. If you are below 35, if you are above 35, 6 months, if you are 40, 3 months, if you are above 45, almost immediately. So don't get married tomorrow. Don't get married tomorrow, and in next 1 week you begin to gulp chlomine. You don't have infertility. So many women that are not able to have a baby today do not have infertility. They have lack of lovemaking syndrome. So go back to the neck of the woods, engage your partner, feel at home, make love and love your lovemaking. We have so many tools that can help you. We are the lovemaking group. I am your loving Dr. Triple P. You can see my pray, you can see my play, and that takes me to the last one, practice. So what's practicing? Fellow brothers and sisters, since 2015, I've been showing up and I've been preaching one message. I've been preaching the message of liberation. I've been preaching the good news. I've been preaching the fact that God made you a woman. I've been preaching the fact that God made you a man for a purpose, to bring forth your generation. And you cannot do this if you're not practicing. So if you want to be a mother, it's important you summarize all the other P's. So when you have said your prayer, when you have been making love, then if he doesn't yield, you begin to escalate. You begin to look for a fertility specialist. You begin to exercise. You begin to eat good food. You begin to sleep. You begin to drink water. You begin to avoid your soda. You begin to avoid alcohol. You begin to avoid smoking. You begin to take charge. Because at the point you don't know, you need help. We all need help. So this is what we believe in this group. When you have said your prayer, when you have made love continuously, you need to practice. You need a fertility specialist. You need to start taking charge. You need to start doing everything we've been preaching. If you have been showing up and I've been providing you feedbacks to your questions and you are not practicing, you are shooting yourself in the leg. You are the one delaying. The ability to become a mother in 2022 is solely in our hands. There are so many ways we can become mothers. There are so many ways we can become fathers. You can become a mother by natural means. You can become a mother by going for treatment with Clomid under a fertility specialist. You can go for IUI. You can go for IVF. You can go for donor X. You can go for donor sperm. You can go for surrogacy. You can adopt. They are all important legal options of becoming a mother and a father. And we can decide today that we are going to banish infertility from our shores. So adopt triple P. Hopefully, by the special grace of God, we are going to find a way to have a souvenir. So you can probably have your cap, you can probably have your t-shirt, so that any single time you wear them, you remind yourself of who you are. You are the daughter of Most High God, and nobody can stop you. So hopefully, we can find a way for you to have a piece of this group as your own. This is a family group. So when you have a piece of it, like I'm wearing this, I'm so energized, I'm so fired up, I'm so in the mood. I can see all the women that will have their babies. I can see all the fathers that will become. I am unstoppable anytime you see me wearing this. So I want you to be in the mood. The battle is in the mind. If you can win the battle in your mind, if you can win all those lies in your head, telling you you can't be a mother, you're going to become. Most of us are not able to become because of what we feel, because of what the society has made us to feel, because of what people told us, because of what our parents told us, our husbands, our pastors. Some of you went to church today. They used it as a prayer point. That's the first part. What about the making love? What about the practicing? Do you have a fertility specialist? Do you need to consult? So many of you need to just start seeing the real doctor. So many of you need to come in for 1 week. So many of you need to come in for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, whichever one you can afford. Do something. Nothing will happen if you don't do something. Something happens when you do something. Nothing happens in a vacuum. So I'm challenging you today to stop delaying your family. Your babies want you exactly the same way you want them. You are the key holder of your generation next. Your generation will continue. It's not going to stop with you. So I'm challenging you, especially if you're a woman, you're 35 and above, you don't have the liberty of I'm coming. You don't have the liberty of wishful thinking. You should have been taking stock. Today is July the 4th. This is the countdown to ending of 2021. What is your scorecard, my sister? The New Year resolution you had in January 1st, have you been able to achieve that? Do you have a fertility specialist? Are you exercising? Are you taking your prenatal multivitamins? Are you sleeping? Do you have stressor in your life? What about your partner? Is your partner on the same page? Have we checked the seminal fluid analysis? Do we know what the problem is? Do you have a fertility specialist? My people, our problem is not that we don't have. We have the resources. Our problem is we are not able to do with our reality. We still think we have time. We spiritualize everything. There are so many women that would have become grandmothers today if they know what they know today. Now, today is still early. You can still do the right thing starting from today. So I'm challenging you in this month of July to activate your faith. When fear knocks, let faith arise and take charge. Triple P works. PPP works. Can I hear us keep saying it? Admin, drive this point home. Triple P works. It works. Okay? So thank you so much. At this stage, I'm going to open the clinic. My clinic on weekends normally should be 1 hour, right? Other days is 30 minutes. So I've been speaking for 30 minutes. But at this stage, I'm going to open the clinic so you can have an opportunity to ask all your questions. So the clinic is now open, okay? Guys, go ahead and ask your questions. Okay, ask your questions, please. Okay, let's see what we have. If you have questions, please ask so I can attend to your questions. Okay? It's time for questions, please. Go ahead and ask your questions, please. Correct. PPP works like magic. Okay? Please, if you have questions, the clinic is now open and I'm ready to take care of your questions. Please start asking your questions. Okay? Thank you for coming. It's now an opportunity. When you're making provisions for July, please make provisions for the Assisted Reproductive Technique Symposium. We will start the promotion tomorrow. We have a subject matter specialist who will come and tell us everything we need to know about IUI, about IVF, about donor eggs, about donor sperm, about surrogacy. My people, let's tell ourselves the truth. I know it's expensive. I know. This is why you need to be trying your best. No matter your diagnosis, don't stop lovemaking. It works. Now, if we have told you you need to go for IUI, my sister, my brother, stop delaying. Take it and run. If you don't understand, attend the symposium. We are going to make it clear. If you had told you you need IVF, I know it's expensive. Believe me, I know. But you can overcome. We overcame so many things growing up. So go and look for the resources and do what you need to do to become what you need to become. If you want to be extraordinary, you have to do extraordinary things. We cannot deposit excuses when other women are mounting the stage, when other men are mounting the stage. I want you to mount the stage. I want to read your testimonies. I want to celebrate your own baby. So for the month of July, we are going to make that provisions. And after the symposium, you will have an opportunity. If you are in Lagos, you will have an advantage because all the people in Lagos, or even if you're not in Lagos, you can always travel and get what you need to do. You will have an opportunity to be referred to someone that will help you. People travel all over the world to go to Nigeria to get their babies. Your own is not going to be different. My sister, the problem is not you. The problem is your mindset. Change your mindset and change your motherhood status. You were made a mother from day one from your mother's womb, and nobody can stop that. Okay, someone is asking. Okay, let me see. Someone is asking, what are stressors exactly? So stressors are the things that take and snuff life away from you the way God made you to function, right? Now, when you spend 24 hours in Facebook because you're having insomnia, when you are easily irritable, when you go to work, you're not getting enough money, when you're running all over the place, you are increasing the level of stress in your body. Normally, we are product of stress. So if you see a lion approaching you now, what do? You activate your triple F, your fear, your fright, and your flee response. So you're going to be afraid. You're going to be frightened. Sometimes you might even fight. Then you flee. That's what stress can do for you. But when your body becomes overwhelmed with everyday stress, more than you can handle, they begin to affect your hormones. They begin to affect your estrogen. They begin to affect your progesterone. They begin to affect all the important hormones that will make you a mother. When you are losing sleep, when you spend your whole 24 hours in Facebook, when you are depressed, when you have anxiety, what will happen? You will not even remember to make love. When you don't make love, are you going to be pregnant? No. So some women are currently depressed. Some women have low libido. Some men have low libido. Some men have erectile dysfunction simply because they have been drinking all the beer in the community, simply because they are not exercising, simply because they are sitting in one place and watching soccer. When you go to the neck of the woods, when you begin to go to work, when you begin to exercise and your body comes back to normal, you will begin to produce testosterone. You will begin to produce the sperm that will make you a father. So most of the problems we have in our society is man-made. So that's what stress can do. Stress can damage the normal way that God made your body to function. There are good stressors and there are bad stressors. When your body is overwhelmed and can no longer handle the stresses, then you become overwhelmed. When you become overwhelmed, your hormones are not going to function. When your hormones are not going to function, you will likely not even ovulate. When you don't ovulate, you will not have an opportunity to become pregnant. Okay, so let's continue, guys. Okay, keep asking your questions. Hopefully, I'm going to pick it. If your questions are not answered, don't worry about it. It's not intentional. You can ask again. Okay? Okay, let's see this one. Okay? They diagnosed you with low progesterone and they placed you on letrozole, which increased your progesterone level, but you haven't been able to achieve pregnancy. Pregnancy is a complex process. It takes two to tango. Now, it's possible they fixed your own part. It's possible they fixed the ovulation part. What about the tubes? What about the womb? What about your partner? There are so many things that can affect your ability to become pregnant. Stop only dwelling on the women. Now, if your problem is ovulatory problems and progesterone problems, when we correct that, we have corrected that. But there are other possibilities that can lead to female infertility. It can be your tubes. It can be your prolactin. It can be the cover of your womb. It can be adhesions. It can be PID. Now, what about your partner? Have we checked the sperm? Most times we see women going alone. The problem can be coming from your partner. So this is why we need men to be on the same page. Every single family today looking for a baby, we need a man to submit his sperm. Every singular woman having difficulties becoming a mother, you must go for your ovarian egg reserve test. We must check your AMH, we must check your FSH, we must do your follicular counting, we must do your reserve. Your reserve will tell us your potentials, your ability. Because unfortunately, my people, let me tell you the truth. Unfortunately, there are so many women that are complaining they don't have a baby today. Lo and behold, they no longer have eggs. That's a sad thing to happen, right? But it's a natural thing. We are all going to get to that stage when you have all the eggs depleted. Every woman will not continue to have all the eggs that God gave them. You're going to get to menopause. When you get to menopause, you no longer have eggs. When you no longer have eggs, you can no longer ovulate. When you can no longer ovulate, you cannot become pregnant naturally. But you can still become pregnant through the help of IVF with the donor eggs. This is why you need to attend the symposium. My people, let's not self-destruct. Let's invest our time and resources to things that will help us to become. So go and make provisions for the symposium. Go and make provisions. Go and grab the PDF. Subscribe. Come in. Well, for 1 week, we can talk about your case. We can find what the problem is. We can refer you instead of just showing up and going to a place that would deceive you. There are so many people that are going to deceive you because they find the fact that you're looking for a baby an opportunity to deceive you. There, unfortunately, anybody in our society using women that want to become parents as a tool for deceit, God will not forgive you. Look, I'm telling you the truth. If you tell any woman that wants to become a mother the right things, God is going to reward you. But if you're using their condition, be you a pastor, be you a quack, be you whatever you are, if you are using the fact that they want to become pregnant and you're deceiving them, you are injecting poisons to their body, you are damaging their body using your hands, God is not going to forgive you. You better change your ways. Now, my sister, you are not a tata. There are so many places you have gone you're not supposed to go. This is the way. This is the light in your community of infertility. If you follow us, you will become a mother. If you follow us, you will become a father. My sister, my brother, we have seen it happen over and over again. There are so many women in our group that will become mothers in July. There are so many women in our group that will become pregnant in July. There are so many new fathers. Nothing can stop us. We are going to have our twins. We are going to have our triplets. We are going to have our quadruplets. It is written. Nobody can stop us. But please, don't play into the hands of people that will deceive you. Most times we spend money on things that don't matter. Then we complain we don't have money for things that matter. Your biggest investment today should be in your family. If 2,000 naira is what you can afford, invest in 1 week subscription. If 5,000 naira is what you can afford, invest in 1 month subscription. The difference is like day and night. It can change your life. Until you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of infertility, you're not going to change. Okay, let's continue, guys. Let's continue. Please make sure your questions are very brief so it can give other people a chance, okay? This is a very interesting question. Does PPP work even when your ovaries are blocked? My sister, unfortunately, your ovaries cannot be blocked, so that's not the right terminology. The right terminology to use is ovarian failure. So if it's confirmed that your 2 ovaries are no longer functional, it means they can no longer give you eggs. If your ovaries are non-functional, you can still become a mother, but you need donor eggs. Now, the part of the body that can block is the tube. A woman needs at least 1 healthy tube to be open so that when the egg is released, it can enter the tube in a special place called the ampulla, then the sperm can come in. Unfortunately, if the 2 tubes are blocked, you can still become a mother, but you need to go for IVF. If 1 tube is blocked, but the other one is open, you can still become pregnant, including twins, triplets, and quadruplets, if God says it's going to happen. So if your tubes are blocked, PPP is not going to help you. Why? Because the sperm cannot come to the tube, the eggs cannot come to the tube. So you need to go for IVF. My sister, listen to me carefully. If we have told you you have bilaterally non-patent tubes, bilaterally blocked tubes, the simple English means your 2 tubes are blocked. Now listen to me. I'm a firm believer in the power of God. I know that what God cannot do does not exist. But guess what? You have to make yourself available. Okay? So if your tubes are blocked, the first reality check is to say, God, I thank you for making it possible for me to find someone that gave me the right diagnosis. Now, God, I accept that my tubes are blocked. God, please lead me to the right doctor that will help me with IVF to become a mother. But listen to me. If your tubes are blocked and you stay for 10 years, my sister, unfortunately, your tubes are still blocked. If it's confirmed blocked. Now, another problem with going for a damaged tube is the fact that in some situations, the tubes might not be fully damaged or they might be partially blocked. And you can actually succeed in becoming pregnant, but that pregnancy will be a ectopic pregnancy. Any woman that becomes pregnant in the tube, the embryo must come down and implant in the womb. Unfortunately, in some women, if they have some blockages, some adhesions, or partially blocked tube, the pregnancy cannot succeed in coming down and it will start developing in the tube, and that's called ectopic pregnancy. When it happens, majority of the women will lose their tubes. We will do what we call salpingectomy. Now, this is our reality. So if your tubes are confirmed to be blocked, my sister, you can be doing your PPP, believing God for, intimacy, but you need to step up your game. The earlier you step up your game, the better. Let's continue, guys. Very good question. I love that question. Guys, keep asking your question. Please, to make it very easy for me, make sure your questions are very simple so I can put it on the screen and provide you feedbacks, okay? Keep asking your questions. Okay, so this one says, okay, you noticed you bleed during midweek cycle and your doctor told you it's due to the letrozole you're taking. Still no pregnancy. I think you're the same lady I was talking to. Piggyback to the doctor that gave you letrozole. Remember, like I mentioned, we need to look at your partner. So stop only focusing on yourself And remember, anytime you're taking any hormonal-based drugs, it can disrupt your cycle. So some women can be taking Clomid and they can discover they are spotting. Some women can be taking letrozole and they can discover they are spotting, or your cycle used to be long, is now short, or it's coming in light, or it's coming in big. It doesn't matter. Whichever way your body is going to react to that, okay? But what you need to do, my sister, it looks like you're on the right track. Make sure you have a fertility specialist. This is an area we can come to help you. We have few certified, verified, experienced, evidence-based, result-oriented providers. If you're in Lagos, I can send you to my fertility specialist in Lagos, someone I can talk to, someone I can query, someone we can work together and we can achieve the same results. It has happened before. When we have problems, we can co-manage, we can decide what will work best for you. We also have the same in Enugu. We also have the same in Abuja. We also have the same in Oka. So anywhere I'm referring you to a doctor I can relay with so we can win on the same time. Our common denominator in this group is to do what? To help you to become a mother. And nothing, nobody, no force can stop you from becoming a mother. They have not made that force. But don't be a clog in the wheel of your progress. We don't have the liberty of time. I keep preaching time. What you do with your 24 hours is entirely up to you. Now, we were blessed to have a caring organization, Ezonata. Ezonata sponsored 5 women. As of this morning, the last of the 5 started their consult. They will be under me for 3 months. By the special grace of God, by the end of these 3 months, those 5 women will become pregnant by the special grace of God. And God has done it before. God will do it again. So let's thank Ezonata for coming in and taking care of women that could not afford the services. So you can see we have a lot of caring people and a lot of caring organizations. So if you're a good woman, if you're caring, you might be lucky. Someone is looking out for you. Someone can sponsor you to get the help you need. Okay, guys, let's continue. Let's continue. Let's see what we have. Okay. Please keep asking your questions. Okay. This is a very important question. Is ovulation test strip accurate? Now, you need to be careful, okay? When you are using ovulation test kit, what we are actually looking out for is a hormone we call LH, luteinizing hormone. You see, before 12 to 48 hours of the release of the egg, the process of releasing the egg is called ovulation. This hormone called LH will go up. It's called LH surge. When it goes up, it's telling the body, hey, the queen is coming. Prepare the way, just like in the Bible. You remember how John the Baptist was the forerunner of Jesus, right? Now your LH is the forerunner of the egg. Your FSH is the follicular stimulating hormone. So follicular stimulating hormone every month will go to the follicles. The follicles are the vehicles that contain your eggs in your ovaries. They will start priming one follicle. Inside that follicle is the egg. Now, by the time the egg is ready to be released, the forerunner of ovulation, the forerunner of release of the egg is called the LH. It will go up. When it goes up, if you are meeting with your partner, if you have sperm in your vagina, you can become pregnant if every other factor is constant. Now, here's the deal. Your FSH, your LH might be okay. The ovulation test strip can give you a right, accurate, testing, but the problem might not be coming from you. So don't solely rely on your ovulation test kit. It's okay to know when you're ovulating. It's okay to know your fertility window. But guess what? In this group, we don't care. Whether you know your ovulation or not, whether you know your fertility window or not, we don't care. So long as you're not bleeding, keep on firing. Keep on the goal. If it's painful, use lubricant. If you are using your lubricant, make sure you use sperm-friendly lubricant. An example is Pre-Seed. The fact you are having painful lovemaking is not an excuse. You must make love 48 hours. Your babies cannot forgive you if the reason why you don't have them is because you're in pain. No, life is pain. So if you don't know how to make love, we can help you. Go and grab our PDF. Admin, you can share the PDF. The problem is, most times you don't even use what we have. So if you're hearing my voice, if you're in YouTube, thank you. If you're in my page, thank you. If you're in our group, thank you. Please, let's defeat infertility with Triple P. It works. Okay? So you can continue using your ovulation test strip, but it doesn't automatically mean, oh, you're going to do this. When you've done that and you've confirmed you're ovulating, keep on firing. Keep on firing. 48 hourly. Come rain, come shine, in the kitchen, in your room, it doesn't matter, just do it. Okay, let's continue, guys. Okay, I've already provided feedbacks to that. When your tools are blocked, when both of them are blocked, unfortunately, you need to go for IVF. Okay, this is a very extensive question. Hopefully, I'm going to get all of them. Doc, a relative of yours, 43, had her 2 girls 13 years ago, 2 years interval. She told you she doesn't bleed since 9 years ago. Now, this is the deal, my sister, without even wasting your time and my time. Now, if she's 43 and 9 years ago she stopped bleeding and she has 2 girls, she needs to go for special Thanksgiving. When you no longer bleed for 12 consecutive months, tentatively, until proven otherwise, you've gone into menopause. Listen to me. If you're in this gathering, listen to me carefully. The cyclical bleeding you have every month is an indication that you are still fertile. Anytime your cycle begins to play tricks on you, it's possible that your body is changing. When you haven't bled for 12 consecutive months, please see a gynecologist. We need to check your FSH. We need to check your AMH. We need to check your estrogen. If your FSH is high, your AMH is low, and you haven't bled for 12 months, you are in menopause. When you get to menopause, you can no longer have eggs. Why? Because you have used all your eggs. When you have used all your eggs, what do? You need another person's egg. Let's tell ourselves the truth. If you want to get to Lagos, you have a job interview in Lagos, right? But you don't have money. Will you use leg to trek from Nnewi to Lagos? No, you're going to borrow money to go to Lagos because you need to get to Lagos. This is what happens to the body of a woman. When God chose you to be a woman, in your mother's womb, you have millions of eggs, but every single day you will be losing them as you're getting older. By the time you are born, you might still have about top of 800 or thereabout. By the time you enter puberty, you will have approximately about 300 to 400 eggs to bring forth your baby. Unfortunately, we can't query God. Every single month, a woman in her reproductive life will be ovulating. Ovulation means you'll be producing the eggs. So long as that egg is not fertilized, you will lose them. When you lose them, you cannot replace them. So when you get to 35 years, my people, your body will change, both in the quantity and the quality of your eggs. Now, in this part of the world, some young girls who are futuristic, who want to make money, who want to advance their career, but they know they're going to spend 10 years and they are in their 25. Guess what they do? They go and freeze their eggs. The eggs you freeze at age 25, it's superior in quality compared to the eggs you have at age 35. So if you have that facility, please go and freeze your eggs. And I also want to give this advice to some couples. Unfortunately, there are some men that are outside the country. Their woman is, in Nigeria, or they are in Nigeria, their woman is outside. I understand that. We all want the best. There are some couples that because of documentation, immigration, or whatever, they can't come back. Now, do this for me, my brother. Listen to me carefully. When you go to Nigeria again, I want you and your partner to go to a fertility specialist, okay? So this is where you need professionalism, and you need to be smart. Before you go back to America, go to a fertility specialist. Let's run your seminal fluid analysis. Let's collect your sperm and freeze your sperm. So long as you have good sperm, we can freeze your sperm. You can go back to America. If you want, you can stay there for 10 years. Your partner can become pregnant in your absence. The same thing is applicable to women. Please, let's not plead distance as a reason why we can't have a family. It doesn't matter where you live in the world. If you need to go to Nigeria to start your family, do it. If the only thing you succeeded in becoming as a human being is a mother, you are the wealthiest. Admin, please capture this for me. If the only thing you succeeded in your life of achieving is to become a mother, you are the wealthiest. Nobody is wealthier than you when you have your girls, when you have your boys. The same thing is applicable to the men. Your true mark of arriving, your true mark of making it, your true mark of coming to age. If you want, there are some people that don't want to have kids. So do you understand that? There are some people that want to have dogs in this part of the world. There are some people that will marry and they say, I don't like kids. They would rather be giving people money for their kids, but they love dogs. But so long as you want to have kids, your biggest lifetime achievement is the fact that you're a mother. So now let me ask us, where do you put your treasures? Is it not in things you value? Now, since January up to June, where have you been putting your money and your resources? Have you been investing in business? Have you been investing in big cars? Have you been investing in impressing people? Have you been investing in watching soccer, going for comedy, gossiping, doing ashebi, buying cars, buying shoes? But you don't have simple 2,000 naira to go and start your family. Have you been doing that? If you have been doing that, it's not late. You better reorganize your priority. Admin, please capture this for me. Rearrange your priorities. Invest in your infertility management. Invest in your family. If you happen to be blessed and you are now pregnant, invest in your ANC. The earlier you start your ANC, the better. Once you check your urine pregnancy test and it's positive, please call your doctor the following day. Go to the hospital and get a blood test. The blood test will give us a clearer picture. The blood test is both qualitative and quantitative test. The blood test will say you're pregnant. This is the quantity of your beta SCG. Beta SCG is the so-called pregnancy hormone. So every singular member of our group who tested positive in your urine, it is not yet Uhuru. That means it's not yet over until it's over. You must go for your blood test. When you're done doing your blood test, you must go for your ultrasound. Until we see that baby inside your womb, you are not clinically confirmed pregnant. That pregnancy can end in molar pregnancy. It can end in chemical pregnancy. It can be missed abortion. It can be a ectopic pregnancy. For us to be sure, we have to get an ultrasound. So please, pregnancy is a tough thing to achieve lately for some reason. So if God visited you, if God blesses you and makes you a pregnant woman, don't be careless. Invest in that pregnancy. Come to our SGHS lounge. We are gonna watch over you. Admin can testify. Yesterday we got a good news. One of our members who had a challenging pregnancy delivered our twin boys. From day one, this lady was challenged. She had poor support. She was having spousal problems. She had so many challenges, but we stood by her. Several times we went to her, we encouraged her, we called her, and Mercy said no. As of yesterday, her two sons, her beautiful twin boys, are with her. So why am I telling you this? When you become pregnant, don't run away. When you become pregnant, buy insurance. Insure your baby. Our SGHS lounge is your insurance. 9 months is a long time to go alone. There are so many things you don't understand about pregnancy. Don't lean on your understanding. Don't come when it's late. Start early. Okay, guys, I have about 1 more minute to go. If your questions are not answered, I apologize. Tomorrow we'll run our clinic for Believing for Baby group. And the same tomorrow, we will launch a symposium. So if they told you you need IUI, intrauterine insemination, also called artificial insemination, if they told you you need IVF, I'm sure you've been hearing about this IVF. You've been wondering, what's this IVF all about? We actually have a PDF. But if you want to be live in a studio, live, talking to the subject matter specialist, understanding it properly, if you're sitting on the fence, if you're thinking, should I not? Let me tell you the truth. In the bigger scheme of things, your partner as a male has a big disadvantage over you. A man can become a father at age 90. When you hit menopause, it is nadoma. In my language means it is well. Unfortunately, we are very difficult to convince. If you are not able to listen to voice of reason, are you going to use another person's egg? No, the possibility you might end up not being a mother is very high. Please, I don't want you to wake up in 2030 and you're still complaining you don't have a baby. You can have a baby if you want, okay? Okay, I believe my time is up, but let me just provide one more question and we can call it a day, okay, guys? Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Okay, let me just look for one more question and we're going to go and get some rest. Is it possible to have twins? Why not? Any woman at any time can have twins. Okay? Stop leaning on your own understanding. Stop wasting time. When you don't know, you go to people that know. Okay? The lady asking the question about fibroid, please get a fibroid PDF. It's well explained. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you for coming. Let me see. So let me read a couple of places we have referral services. If you're in Abuja, Asaba, Oka, Benue, Calabar, Enugu, Jos, Kanu, Kogi, Lagos, Nnewi, Osun, Owerri, and Port Harcourt, we can refer you. The criteria for referral, you have to at least be a subscriber to at least 1 week service. Okay? All right, guys. Okay, guys, I'm looking for one more question to provide feedbacks, then I'm done. Correct. You are the wealthiest when you have all your babies. No two ways about it. Admin, please capture that and put it in a very big, please, what can be used to treat hormonal imbalance? Let me put it on the screen. Okay, so when you have hormonal imbalance, you can't treat by yourself. You need a fertility specialist, right? Now, when the fertility specialist is doing his own, you also need to be doing your own. So you need to watch your body weight. You need to exercise. You need to drink water. You need to avoid alcohol. You need to sleep. You need to avoid stress, okay? When you have hormonal imbalance, it means that the normal function of your estrogen, progesterone, FSH, LH, prolactin, TSH, they are no longer in the normal range. They are either higher or lower, and when it happens, it disrupts the whole way your body is meant to happen. So you need a fertility specialist. Okay, guys, my time is up. Thank you for coming. And okay, I think I have 2 more minutes. Let me see. Let me quickly see what I can provide feedbacks. Then we can go. Okay, guys. So give me one minute. You know, some of us ask questions like, "Is a quick fix?" My people. Okay. Okay. So this person is asking, what's the meaning of low FSH and low LH? So FSH stands for follicular stimulating hormone. It's a special hormone that goes to your ovaries and prepares the follicles that contains the egg to be released every single cycle. That's the FSH. The other one is LH, luteinizing hormone. It's the hormone that will tell the body, hey, the egg is about to come. Once your LH goes up, any moment from now, the egg is going to be released. Now, if you have low FSH, which is not common anyway, most times we have higher FSH and higher LH. So if you don't have adequate level of FSH, it's not going to prime the ovaries. It's not going to prime the follicles. So you're likely not going to ovulate. In the same vein, if you have lower LH, you're not going to have a hormone that will go up to tell the body that you have ovulated. So anytime your hormones are higher or lower, it will stop you from becoming pregnant. That's simply what hormonal imbalance is all about. I love you guys, and please, if you need help, So many people come to my inbox, they ask for help, I give them the subscription link, they run away. Some people will come back after 3 months and begin to seek the same help. That's not the right way, my people. Follow the right way so you can get help. If you don't have the money, today is Sunday. If you went to church, did you discuss your difficulty with your pastor? When your pastor is giving you Bible verse, don't be tongue-tied. Tell your pastor, Pastor, I so need money. Please, can you guys do special offering for me? Look, I'm telling you the truth. Look, where you need to express yourself. Look, if you notice, I express myself. If you don't have money, ask so. You need money. You need money to be a mother. You need money to treat your infertility. So money is important. Some of you went to church today, oh, money is the root of all evil. It is a lie. You need your money. You pray for abundance. Okay? So God bless you. And at this stage, I'm going to end the clinic and we're going to call it a day. Okay? So let's see. How do we even end the clinic? Let me see. Let me look for, okay, I've seen the stream for end it. So admin, if you give me a go ahead, I'm going to end the clinic and we can all go and get some break. Okay? Exactly 1 hour. Okay? So weekends, you have an advantage. So please, and please, we are now begging you, please go to our YouTube. Please like our YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube. Our YouTube is very important for our audience. So please, if you haven't gone to our YouTube, please go there now. Admin, please share the links for the YouTube. Go there, like, subscribe, click on the notification. Then every weekend you will get a video on Saturday and a video on Sunday. We have so many important videos there. Let's help each other. So before I go, remember to pray. Remember to play. Make love every 48 hours. Then practice. Practice. Perfect practice will make perfection. Practice. Practice. Share this video with your partner. You are going to be a mother. You're going to be a father by this time next year. God bless you. And I love you guys. And bye-bye for now. I'll see you tomorrow.